क्यों है?
Om Shanti. Good morning. So listen to Murli for 22nd April 25. The essence is, sweet children, this is the most valuable time for you. At this time, you become the Father's full helpers. The children who become helpers claim a high status. Question: what excuses must serviceable children not make? Answer: you serviceable children must never make the excuse, Baba, it is cold here or it is hot here, and therefore I cannot do service here. Do not become sensitive when it is a little hot or cold. It shouldn't be that you are unable to tolerate anything. In this land of sorrow, you have to tolerate everything: happiness and sorrow, heat and cold, praise and defamation. Don't make excuses. So think about it. Making excuses starts from the level of, oh, I cannot do this because whatever. Now, really, if I ask myself, is that stopping me or is it just my perception to the hot, cold, or fame, defamation? This one spoke like this one said this. Is it how I perceive it? Is what is making me intolerant towards it? Or is it because I say that I cannot tolerate it or I cannot do it? It's because I'm just using that as an excuse. So, really, to check, excuses start when we start complaining, right? So, anytime you see yourself complaining about something, understand that I'm going to use that as an excuse sometime or the other. So, some people have the habit of constantly complaining about things, complaining about the weather, this one, that one, life, world, everything. And then they're using that as an excuse for not doing many things. So Baba says, don't make excuses. We have to tolerate everything. And tolerance means love. So I have to look at everything with love. Sunday's Murli Baba pointed out about being compassionate and having mercy. So I'll be able to look at everything with love when I have compassion and mercy. So how do I increase compassion and mercy? By connecting to the one merciful one. Increase the compassion. Think about it, how Baba has compassion on me. Do I have the same way on myself and others? Or do I keep judging them? Do I keep, crossing them out because they didn't fit the bracket that I had set? So tolerance. The song is, have patience, O mind, your days of happiness are about to come. Om Shanti. Only you children know what happiness and sorrow are. Only you Brahmins know number-wise according to the efforts you make about when you receive happiness and when you receive sorrow in this life. And that is because we are at the confluence. So from confluence, I'm able to see this side, I'm able to see this side, I'm able to see and understand both the sides. The world of happiness, which is going to come, the world of sorrow that I have left behind. This is now a world of sorrow. You have to tolerate happiness and sorrow, praise and defamation, everything, for just a short time longer. You have to go beyond all of that. When some feel a little hot, they say, I want to go where it is cooler. Now, whether it is hot or cold, you children now have to do service. This little discomfort at present is nothing new. This is a land of sorrow. In order to go to that land of happiness, you children now have to make full effort. This is your most valuable time. Excuses cannot be made at this time. Because also remember that when I make excuses, who am I bringing down, right? Who is going to be affected by it? It's going to be me. So when I make excuses, what happens is I'm stopping my progress. So excuses cannot be made at this time. The father is speaking to the serviceable children. Those who don't know how to do service are of no use at all. The father has come here to make not just Bharat, but the whole world into a land of happiness. So you Brahmin children have to become the father's helpers. The father has come, and you must therefore follow his directions. Bharat that used to be heaven is now hell. It has to be made into heaven again. You now know this too. The golden age is a kingdom of pure kings. They were happy. Later on they became impure kings. By donating in the name of God, they also receive strength. At present, it is government by the people. None of them can serve Bharat. Only the one unlimited Father serves Bharat and the whole world. The Father now says to you, children, sweet children, now become my helpers. He explains with so much love. The children who are soul conscious understand him. How could body conscious children help him? They are trapped in the chains of Maya. Because to understand, to help God, I need to understand his vision. To understand God's vision, I need to become soul conscious. Because otherwise, I'm trapped. When Baba talks about golden age coming or the world transforming, or you're going to bring about liberate people, liberate souls, take them back home. Now, if I am attached or I am bound in the chains of Maya, of this world, to people, to relationships around me, how will I be able to fulfill Baba's vision? Because that needs soul consciousness, where I understand this knowledge, where I'm able to set myself free from the chains of Maya, go back home, have the awareness of going back home or going to the new world. This old world will get destroyed. So for that, I need to have soul consciousness. So how could body conscious children help him? The Father has now given you the direction to liberate everyone from the chains of Maya, from the chains of the gurus. This is your business. The Father says those who help me well will claim a good status. The Father himself personally says, because I am ordinary, no one knows me accurately as I am or what I am. The Father makes us into the masters of the world. They don't know this. No one knows that Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters of the world. You now understand how they gained that kingdom and how they then lost it. The intellects of people are totally degraded. The Father has now come to open the locks on everyone's intellect, to change everyone's intellect from stone to diamond. Baba says, now become my helpers. People speak of God's helpers, but they themselves don't become God's helpers. They talk about God's helpers, but they don't become God's helpers. God tells whomever he makes pure to make others pure like themselves. Follow Srimad. The Father has come to make you into pure residents of heaven. You Brahmin children, know that this is a land of death. Suddenly, just while sitting somewhere, people die. Therefore, therefore, before that happens, why should we not make efforts to claim the full inheritance from the Father and make our future lives? When people reach their age of retirement, they believe that they should become occupied in performing devotion. until the time they reach their stage of retirement. They earn a lot of money, etc. It is now the stage of retirement for all of you. Therefore, why should you not become a helper of the Father? When you ask people, um, learn meditation, what about they say, oh, I don't have time now. I'm so busy. This meeting, that meeting, job, this, right? So busy. I'll do this when I have some time, or when I retire, I'll do this. But Baba says that people don't understand the value of the present time, the value of now. They keep pushing it, they keep postponing it. And you never know what happens in the future. So Baba says, at present, consider that each one of us is in the age of retirement. Not that we don't work or we leave or quit our jobs and just sit and remember Baba, but the soul has traveled through the entire cycle of 84 births. We've seen it all. And now, in Confluence Age, we are in this stage of retirement where we go beyond sound, where we start getting disinterest in many things. So Baba says, ask your heart whether you have become a helper of the Father. Serviceable children are very well known. They make very good effort. By staying in yoga, you are able to do service. You have to purify the whole world with the power of remembrance. You have become the instruments to purify the whole world. A pure world is definitely needed for you. Therefore, the old world is to be destroyed. Now tell everyone, renounce body consciousness. Only remember the one Father. He alone is the purifier. Everyone remembers him. Sages and holy men, etc., signal upwards with a finger and say that there is only the one Supreme Soul and that he alone bestows happiness to everyone. Although people speak of God or the Supreme Soul, none of them know him. Some continue to remember Ganesh, some remember Hanuman, and some their own gurus. So Ganesh is the one with the elephant head, Hanuman is with the monkey face. You now know that all of that belongs to the path of devotion, the path of knowledge. The path of devotion continues for half the cycle. The great rishis and munis have all been saying, Neti Neti, neither this nor that. We neither know the Creator nor the creation. The Father says they are not Trikaldarshi, that is, seer of three aspects of time. Baba says they are not Trikaldarshi. Only the one is the seed, the ocean of knowledge. He comes into Bharat. People celebrate Shiv Jayanti, the birth of Shiv, and also Gita Jayanti, the birth of the Gita. They remember Krishna, but they don't know Shiv. Shiv Baba says, only I am the ocean of knowledge, the purifier. No one would say this about Krishna. A very good picture is who is the God of the Gita. The Father has all of these pictures created for the benefit of all the children. Write the complete praise of Shiv Baba. Everything depends on this. Everyone who comes down from up above is pure. No one can return home without becoming pure. So every soul that comes from up, taking first birth in this world, irrespective of where the world is, the soul is pure. So every soul that comes from up is pure. The first birth, not necessarily the first birth, but the first time the soul comes is pure. Why? Not that the soul is sitting up there and doing meditation or remembering Baba and becoming pure. Because when we are in the home, we don't even realize that I'm sitting with the Supreme Father. We are just there. Why the soul is pure? It's because when everybody goes back home, they go back home becoming pure. Right? So Baba says many times, na, Dharam Raj, or you experience punishment and all of that. So what is that? That is the soul becoming pure before going home. So we become pure either through suffering or through remembrance We purify ourselves completely, go back home, and then in that same stage, we come down. So Baba says, no one can return home without becoming pure. The main thing is to become pure. That is a pure land where all souls reside. Whilst playing your parts here, you have become impure. Those who were the most pure have become impure. All name and trace of the deity religion has disappeared. The name of the deity religion was changed to the Hindu religion. Only you claim the kingdom of heaven and then lose it. This is a play about defeat and victory. Those who are defeated by Maya are defeated by everything, and those who overcome Maya win everything. People spend so much money on creating a huge effigy of Ravan. Then they destroy it in one day. He is an enemy. That is like playing with dolls. They also create an image of Shiv Baba. They worship it and then break it up. Many times they create like oval images. They worship everything and then they just break it apart. Or then we also know, right? People create images of these goddesses or Ganesh, worship for 10 days and then sink them in the water. So it's like playing with dolls. In the same way, they create images of the goddesses and then sink them. They don't understand anything. You children now know the unlimited history and geography and how this world cycle turns. No one else knows about the golden and silver ages. The idols that they have created of the deities are defamatory. The father explains, sweet children, in order to become the masters of the world, you must follow the precautions that the father gives you. Baba gives us many precautions in the Murli. And Baba says, follow those precautions if you want to become masters of the world. Because Baba is saying that devotion, what did devotion do? Devotion just kept taking us down because it's like playing with dolls. We have the idols or pictures, we worship them, and then we put them in the water, or remove them. So Baba says that all images that they have created, it's not true. It's defamatory images of the deities or of the goddesses, where that's why people are confused, right? Because they think they know that the gods and goddesses are in golden age, and then they see these images of violence, no? And that is what is confusing. They think that, oh, they had violence in the golden age. And even the goddesses did this, so we can do it. So Baba says they are defamatory images. They are not real. So prepare food. So the precautions Baba gives us, prepare food in a state of remembrance, eat it in remembrance. The Father himself says, remember me and you will once again become the masters of the world. The Father has also come once again. You must now become complete masters of the world. Follow the mother and the father. It cannot be just the father. Sannyasis say that all of them are the father because they say God is in us. So all of them become fathers. It cannot be. It cannot be just the father. Sannyasi says that all of them are the father. They do this by saying that each soul is the supreme soul. That is wrong. Both the mother and father here are making effort. They, the saying, follow the mother and father, refers to here. So now Baba is talking about mother and father being Brahma, Baba and Mama, because they are making effort here. So you now know that those who were the masters of the world were pure and that they are now impure. They are becoming pure once again. We are also following his Srimad and attaining this status. He is giving directions through this one. We have to follow those directions. Some of you don't follow them, but simply sweeten your mouths by saying Baba, Baba. You don't follow the directions. You just keep on saying Baba, Baba. Only those who follow his directions are called worthy children. So Dadi Ratan Moini's class, one of her classes, she says that don't just understand this knowledge with your intellect. Don't just keep on repeating the points of this knowledge, but we have to feel it. We have to absorb it. We have to practice it by feeling it. So I have to understand, just absorb this knowledge within. And then when I start practicing it, it becomes natural. Because if I understand knowledge only from my intellect, that is when I think that it is an effort to start applying it. So I have to absorb the knowledge, feel it. So Baba says, only those who follow his directions are called worthy children. You know that by following Mama and Baba, you will go into the kingdom. This is a matter of understanding. The Father simply says, remember me and your sins will be absolved. That's it. Simply explain to others how they became impure whilst taking 84 births and that they now have to become pure again. The more you stay in remembrance, the purer you will become. Those who stay in remembrance a great deal will go to the new world first. You also have to make others similar to yourselves. Mama and Baba cannot go to explain at the exhibitions. When an important visitor comes from abroad, so many people gather to see who has come. This one is so incognito. When God comes, no one even knows that God has come. Right? He's so incognito. The father says, I speak through the body of Brahma. I am responsible for this child. You must always consider it to be Shiv Baba who is speaking and teaching you. You must only see Shiv Baba, not this one. Consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father, the Supreme Soul. I am a soul. Each soul has an entire part within him. Turn this knowledge around in your intellects. If you only have worldly things in your intellects, it means that you have not understood anything. If you only have worldly things in your intellect, it means that you have not understood anything. They are totally degraded. However, even such people still have to be benefited. They will go to heaven, but they won't claim a high status. They will experience punishment and then return home. The Father has explained how you can claim a high status. First, become those who spin the discus of self realization and also make others do that. Become firm yogis and also make others that. Become firm yogis and also make others that. The Father says, remember me. You then say, Baba, we forget. Aren't you ashamed? Baba's asking. Aren't you ashamed to forget me? Let's take a minute. Let's remember Baba. Let's go home and sit with Baba. So Baba says, there are many who don't speak the truth. Many forget. The Father has explained, give anyone who comes the Father's introduction. The cycle of 84 births is now ending and we have to return home. It is said when Ram went, Ravan also went. The meaning of this is very simple. It must definitely also be at this confluence age that there are the families of both Ram and Ravan. How are there families of both Ram and Ravan? It means there are families that follow Ram's directions and there are families who follow Ravan's directions. Huh? You also know that everyone is to be destroyed and that only a very few will remain. As you continue to move along, you will come to know how you are to receive your kingdom. You would not be told everything at the start. It wouldn't be a play otherwise. You have to watch it as detached observers. Now, when you think about it, when you're watching a movie and you know the story of the movie beforehand, will you enjoy watching it? At every moment, it'll be like, I know this, I know this, I know, I know. Even the suspense, I know. So there's no thrill or fun watching it. So, in the same way, we all are actors in this movie. On one side, Baba says, yes, we know the script. At this time, we know the whole script that we played in this drama. But also, while playing our part, while watching the part of others, it's like watching a movie. And when we watch other actors performing, it's like watching a movie. So, do I watch it as detached observer? Or do I want to know everybody's part? Not needed. No? What happens is many a times we assume that their part should be like this, and then it irritates me when they don't play that part according to what I assume. Why are they doing this? Why? How can they do this and all of that? So Baba says, don't assume that this is what it's going to be. There will be surprises in the movie. So there are surprises in the drama. You have to watch it as detached observers. You will continue to have visions. No one else in the world knows the cycle of 84 births. You children now have it in your intellects that you are to return home. You are now taking leave from the kingdom of Ravan. You will then go into your own kingdom. Very few days remain. The cycle continues to turn. You have been around this cycle many times. The father now says, forget all your karmic bondages in which you have been trapped. Whilst living at home with your families, continue to forget them. This play is now coming to an end. We now have to return home. Only after the Mahabharat war do the gates of heaven open. This is why Baba said the name Gateway to Heaven is very good. Some say that these wars have always existed. Ask them, when did the war with missiles take place? This war of missiles will be the last one. This sacrificial fire was also created when this war took place 5,000 years ago. The old world is now to be destroyed. The new kingdom is being established. You are studying the spiritual study in order to claim your kingdom. Your business is spiritual business. Physical knowledge is not going to be of any use to you. Even the scriptures will be of no use to you. Therefore, why not engage yourself in this business? The Father is making you into masters of the world. Think about which study you should engage yourself in, whether it is the worldly study or this study. Those people study just to obtain a degree, whereas you study for a kingdom. There's the difference of day and night. In those studies, you don't know whether you will even receive a few peanuts or not. When you study the worldly study, but you don't know if you will even end up a job with that. But here, Baba guarantees when someone leaves his body, he also leaves the peanuts behind, leaves the worldly knowledge behind. This study will go with you. This study, this spiritual study will go with us for the next birth. Death is standing over your heads. Therefore, before that happens, you should earn a full income. Whilst you continue to earn this income, the world will be destroyed. When your study finishes, destruction will take place. You know that all human beings only have a few peanuts in their fists. They are holding on to them like monkeys. What peanuts? We are holding on to limited things, limited knowledge, limited relationships, limited things. It's as if we are holding on enough fist and we don't let go. You are now claiming jewels. Renounce your attachment to those few peanuts. When they understand everything clearly, they will let go of the handful of peanuts. Everything here is to turn to dust. Acha. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning. From the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children. And the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father.
Spiritual father.
Essence for Dharana. You have to study and teach this spiritual study. Fill your hands with the imperishable jewels of this knowledge. Do not waste your time chasing after peanuts, or don't just hold on to peanuts tightly. And what are peanuts? Peanuts are the worldly, limited things. The play is now coming to an end. Therefore, liberate yourself from your karmic bondages. Spin the discus of self realization and enable others to do the same. Follow the mother and father and claim a right to a royal status. Today's blessing. May you be an elevated server and finish any account of waste by checking every thought. May you be an elevated server and finish any account of waste by checking every thought. An elevated server is one whose every thought is powerful. Let not a single thought be wasteful, because a server means one who acts on the world stage. The whole world is copying you. So if you waste one thought, you don't just waste it for yourself, but you also become an instrument for many others. Therefore, now finish the account of any waste and become an elevated server. No waste. Because remember, the whole world is looking at us, but also counting on us, knowingly, unknowingly. Baba says many times, right? The elements of nature are waiting for us to become complete, to become full. So if I am wasting thoughts and I waste time, it means it's not just for myself, but I'm also wasting it for others. Slogan. As well as an atmosphere of service, also create an unlimited attitude of disinterest. Because everywhere people talk about seva, seva, seva. But Baba says at the same time, create an attitude of unlimited disinterest. Because sometimes we get attached to the seva. We get attached to the seva. So Baba says having an attitude of unlimited disinterest is I perform the action and I'm detached. I perform the seva, I'm detached. That's called the attitude of unlimited disinterest, where I'm not influenced, getting affected by that seva. Today's awake signal for remaining constantly victorious with the awareness of the combined form. The confluence age is the age to remain combined. You cannot become separated from the Father. You are companions for all of the time. To stay constantly with the Father means to remain constantly content. The Father and you are constantly combined, and the power of your combined form is a great power with which you can carry out 1,000 tasks instead of one task, because the Father with 1,000 arms is with you. So I'm combined with the one who has 1,000 arms, and I'm content. To be with the Father constantly means to remain content, because now I know who is with me. When I'm not with the Father constantly, that's when I want. I want from others. I want this, I want that. So Baba says to remain constantly with the Father is to remain content. Sure? Om Shanti. So today's Murli, Baba is reminding us to that he's giving us directions, right? He gives us understanding in every Murli. He's giving us, uh, points on how we can become pure or how we can not do this and do that. So Baba gives us directions. So do I follow his directions? He's given us directions for every task that we perform during the day. Do I follow his direction? Saying, do I keep running behind the peanuts, leaving the jewels behind? Because I know that these jewels of knowledge, the remembrance, the sanskars that I create, all of this will go with me in my next birth. But if I keep running behind peanuts, limited relationships, limited people, limited attainments, then I am at loss. Baba says, don't make excuses because who will be at loss? I will be at loss. Every time think about it. When I make excuses, I am creating a loss for the self. Check, you can check. So Baba says that at every moment in our life, it's the life of service. Having remembrance is also doing service. Connecting to Baba is also doing service. Attending classes, doing service. Because when I'm learning something, I'm creating those vibrations. Even as you're listening to Murli now, you're creating those vibrations around you. So it's seva. So for us, in this birth, at this time of confluence age, my every thought is seva. My every task that I do is service. And Baba says that if you're wasting your thoughts, if you're wasting time, then you're not just bringing loss to yourself, but loss to others as well. Okay? Watching everything, watching everybody's part as detached observer, not expecting too much from them, not expecting they should be doing this and they should do this. Who said? I'm creating that inside me, right? That they should do this. They don't want to do this. Their script is different. They're doing something else. That's what they are supposed to do. So I have to start watching everything as detached observer. Okay. So let's remember Baba. As I go within, in my soul consciousness, I, the soul, am God's star of hope. I'm God's companion for his task of world transformation. Just as Baba is the merciful one, the one supreme Father, in the same way I, God's child, is Master merciful. I have mercy for all the souls of the world and myself. I imbibe the jewels of knowledge that Baba gives me at this time. Instead of running behind peanuts, the limited attainments, limited relationships, limited things, Baba is making my intellect refined and unlimited. For that, I have to start seeing everything as detached observer. I, the soul, playing my part through this body, and I see others as playing their parts through their bodies. I'm not influenced, attracted, or attached to anyone's part. It's time for all of us to go back home, and I make preparations for the same. Become pure and go back home. Shanti. Om Shanti. So have a great day with Baba. Baba is your constant companion. Experience contentment through that. And I'll see you tomorrow. Shanti.